Hi guys, today I would like to talk a little bit about this, which usually sits on top of my bookcase, and my lovely teacher, friend, colleague, fellow human, lovely Wake Wheeler sent this to me as a gift, and I had it. And I thought, well, I don't really know what it is. I remember it's some sort of llama adornment. I remember seeing llamas with these lovely sort of pom-poms hanging around their necks. So it's probably, you know, been trekking around the Andes on a llama or something. And that's kind of cool. And I caught up with him a little while ago, and I said to him that, you know, I think I know what it is, but there's always a deeper meaning with Wake. And I said, well, what is it? And it's a bit of fun, really. He saw them when he was in Peru, and he just thought he'd bring some back, and he thought I might appreciate one. On the work, we talk about a concept called Huaka and ceké. Huaka being places of immense power and energy, and ceké, the lines that connect between. And this is a modern interpretation of that. So I talked about the quipus in one of my posts, the knot work in the string that tells the stories and holds information. This is just like a really fun example of that. So Huaka, these node points, and ceké, the lines. So, you know, in this country, a lot of people talk about the ley lines, the Merriam-Michael line, the Elan and Belinus lines, and there are node points where they cross, and these are areas of great power and energy, and the lines that connect them, the ley lines. And I looked at a spider. There's a big spider outside our kitchen that I walk past every morning, and I always say hello to him. And I thought, blimey, you know, it's everywhere when you look at it. The spider is in the centre of his web. That is where that great power is. And the web itself is this interconnecting network of lines, the Huaka and the ceké. You can't have one without the other. You can't have that great power to create and to sit in the centre of, to receive the information back. So these ceké, they serve as connections, but also as bringing back information. And then I thought about, well, we have our own centres, our hearts. Again, this great electromagnetic power, this force in our bodies actually, although we can get heart problems and stuff, there's an electromagnetic frequency in things like, I don't like to talk about it too much, but things like cancers are a lot less common in the heart, which is interesting to me. And yeah, so, and then we've got this, our interconnecting, our ceké, our blood vessels, which take information, take nutrients all around the body, but also bring back blood that needs to be reoxygenated, needs to be re-energized at that place of great power, and then away from that great place of power. So there's this a real communication going on between those node points and those connecting lines of energy. And each of those lines of energy is a different, I perceive them as being the same and different at the same time. So each of those threads of energy, full of potential, full of already being, full of has been. Yeah, so you can get quite deep into it when you start thinking about what it really symbolises, and actually the journey. As I pass this thread through my hand, it's like I'm going on a little journey. What's this telling me? I always smell threads from Peru, because you can smell the story that the threads have been on, and there's a rawness to them, there's an earthiness to them. And of course these threads, they usually use alpaca wool, and I always think back to these threads don't just connect us to the alpaca, to the animal, or the lineage even, it connects us to the earth that animal is fed off. to the waters that have fallen on the earth, to the sun that's nourished the earth. There's all of that in there. There's a journey, and then there's a journey of actually the weaving itself, the creation of this. It's a very simple thread, but there's still a story and an intention attached, and I find that fascinating. I really like that. So it's as deep as you want to go, really. And I'm learning that, you know, you can stay sort of looking from above, or you can delve straight in. And today is obviously a delving day for me, because the more I speak, the more I realise, yeah, there's a lot here. Each of these individual threads of the Huaka, that place of power. It's a pom-pom, but it's a place of power. In the story of these threads, we move through. We come to a place of stillness, of rest, of great power, of expansion also. We move again. We come to another place, and so on and so forth. Of course, it also acts as a fantastic scarf. Anyway, that's my 5 cents for today.